For those of you that don't know me, my name is Steve Wright, or as I'm known here on YouTube, Roaming Photography. In August of 2023, I set off on what was to be a 6-month once-in-a-lifetime adventure photographing honeypot locations in England, Scotland and Wales, starting in Cornwall and ending in Skye. Just me, my camera and my old camper van, living the frugal lifestyle and enjoying the best our magnificent countryside has to offer. And today, I embark on the last leg of my adventure, as we say a fond farewell to the Glencoe area of Scotland and make our way to the magnificent scenery of Skye. But before we cross that famous bridge to the island and park up in preparation for our first Skye location, a couple of quick stops, starting with an impromptu lone tree somewhere on the A87.
Well, I saw this tree as we were driving through and I couldn't not shoot it, particularly as there was a little parking spot not far away from it. I should imagine I'm not the first photographer to think that, but I love the way that this can be silhouetted against those snowy mountains, and then you've got that hazy snowfall that's going on in the background on the peaks. Oh wow, that was worth stopping for.
And as we're passing, be rude not to stop and take a couple of quick snapshots at Castle Donan Eilean. And with a couple of cheeky stops on board, it's time for me to park up for the evening, ready for my morning drive to our first destination on Skye.
Well, I can't see much, but what I can see, wow, it's impressive. Big mountains, rocky shoreline, it's everything I hope for, and more. But the first thing that strikes me is these wonderfully impressive little stacks. They make a cracking little lead-in line over into the mountains, so I'm going to start with that. So let's get set up. Judging by the colour of the sky at the minute, I'd expect to see some hues in the sky by now if there was going to be a blazing sunrise, but there aren't any. But we work with what we've got, and we do have an exceptionally good scene. What an amazing place. The scenery here is beyond belief. This is like something off the telly. Well, this is probably where they come to shoot the telly. Wow. I've got another photographer over there as well, and we're about to get cut off over that section. And I really need to get over there to check out what foreground elements there are. I think we've probably got about 20 minutes till sunrise proper. Well, definitely a bit of a struggle today. Lights going in and out on the mountains there, but I'm really finding it hard to pick the right foreground element for it. I'm not getting any light on the foreground either, so that doesn't help things. It doesn't make anything stand out to your eye. There's lots of textures and, you know, featureful rocks, but I don't know. Just one of those days where your eye's not quite in. This place is amazing. It's such a beautiful place. Even if you're not a photographer, this is definitely worth a visit. For a landscape photographer, this is pretty much a dream, I'll be quite honest. It's such a shame I've only got 6 days to do Skye in at the minute. Yeah, I could probably just spend 3 or 4 days here, getting different light, finding different compositions, getting different tide times. Yeah. This is living the dream, baby. This is living the dream. So it's been a hell of a journey to get here. 14 miles on a single track road with passing places in the dark, which I'm now going to have to drive up. That's like that to start with. Hope the van copes with it. Very strong chance I may be burning my clutch out in a minute. So I'm using these rock formations in the foreground that make some lovely, lovely patterns with sweeping lines and loads of feature and detail. And you've got the cliff face with all of its little potholes in it. That looks phenomenal. And then of course, you've got the mountains. Well, that's all from me and my little adventure at Elgol. Been a bit of a funny one today photographically. I think I've managed to pull off a couple of shots, but it's been a weird day. The light's been a bit funny, and I really think my mood has got a bit to do with it. I'm not quite on par. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving this place, and if you ever get the chance, you really must visit. So thank you guys. I'll catch you in my next adventure on Skye. Not the TV place, Skye the place in Scotland.